All right, good morning, guys. So we got two people up this morning. We're gonna try a nice, beautiful morning flow today. So this is how I usually start my mornings. Wake up, get a little yoga in. I usually like to start just in the seated position. Just sit here, breathe. I like to close my eyes and just kind of see where my mind and my body are at today. Some mornings when I wake up, my mind is just racing. I just had a crazy night of dreams, especially lately. Sometimes I wake up with like a song in my head. So my biggest goal when I wake up is trying to just shut everything down, calm down, just breathe. Just kind of see where you're at today. And if you're already calm, just stay in that calm state. But we'll sit here for just about 60 to 90 seconds. Just let you breathe on your own. Me and Lionel are gonna cuddle here, but just seated up tall. Hands can go out to the sides. Chilling on the knees. We're just gonna close our eyes and start breathing. Just kind of see where you're at this morning. All right, we'll take just a couple more breaths on our own here. All right, when you're ready, start to tilt the head down. You can slowly blink open the eyes. We'll start moving our necks. Shake our head, yes. A little movement in the upper spine there. Whenever you're ready, you can start to shake your head now. And then we'll come back to center. Start putting your right ear over to the right shoulder, just stretching out that left side of the neck. You can roll forward. Forward to that other side. We're just going to move back and forth in between these. If you want to throw the opposite hand out, get a little bit of stretch in the neck, you can. Be really slow. Your neck was potentially just laying in the same position for 8 hours. Loosen up really slow with all these movements. For about the next 10 minutes, you'll know when your body is a little loose and you can start stretching really hard. All right, one more each side. Good. Come back to center. We're going to start doing some seated cat-cows. So hands can go to the knees. We'll start to fall back, start rounding out the back. Tuck the pelvis. Feel the rest of the spine. You can tuck the head. And we'll just slowly come forward. Start at the pelvis. Start tucking the tailbone. Gaze goes out. Back runs out. Chest comes forward. Back the other way. Really slow here. Same thing with your spine. Could have been just laying in the same position for 8 hours. Might be a little tight right now. Start to move with your breath. Choose one of the poses to be an exhale. Choose one to be an inhale. I like to inhale on coming forward. So inhale, exhale back. Just one more each side here. Good. All right, let's go ahead and roll over to our backs. Get the legs moving a little bit. One leg can go straight. We're just going to pull one knee into the chest. So I'm going to pull that right knee in. Pull it into the chest. Be very slow moving into this guy. You can move the knee left to right when it's up here. Just loosen it up. Okay, go ahead and release that. Just switch the knees. Same thing, hug it into the chest. Just move it left to right. Start to loosen up the hip, the spine. Alright, you can release that, bring both knees up, feet come up. Now put our hands out to the side. We're just going to really, really slowly start to move the knees right to left. Just getting a little movement in our lower back and our spine. Very slow at the bottom of these. Don't be bouncing the knees off the ground or off of each other. This should feel good. Should be no pain. One more each side. Good. And bring the knees up. Start to push that lower back into the ground. And bring both knees up. Just hug both knees into the chest. Really pull the knees in, lower back, and start to lift off the ground now. Okay, go ahead and release that. Release the legs all the way down. We're going to roll over to our stomachs. Hands can be right below the shoulders, along the sides. Untuck the toes. We're going to start to move the back. Use the hands plenty here. We're going to start to roll up, pushing the hips into the ground. So my hands are really pushing into the ground. Again, we're slowly just warming up that back, getting ready for the day. Come down. We'll do that 2 more times. Good. Release. Do just 1 more of that. Good. We'll come all the way down. Bring the hands back. Just lay by your side. Palms face up. From here, start to push that left hip into the ground. We're going to lift that left leg up off the ground. Back down. Do that 2 more times. Lift up. Back down. 1 more. Good. Switch to that right side. Start pushing that right hip into the ground first. Lift the right leg. Down. 2 more times up. Down. 1 more. Good. All right, bring your head back to center. Bring those hands forward. We'll just push up. We're going to go back to a down dog. Just come all the way back. Knees can go as wide as you want. Hands come out. Good. From here, you can walk the hands over to the left. In this child's pose, stretch out that right side just a little bit more. Move those hands back to center. Give a quick pull on the muscles. We'll move the hands over to the right. Stretch out that left side more. Good. Hands come back to center. We'll come up to the tabletop. Go ahead and get some normal cat-cows in here. So, tabletop position. Belly starts to drop. Tailbone tucks up. Start to bring the knees up. Switch over to cat. Round the back out. Push into the hands. Tuck the head. Tuck the pelvis. Back to cow. Just 1 more each way. Awesome. All right, come back to your neutral tabletop position. From here, we're going to take that right arm. We're just going to shoot it out to the right. Okay, so it's up here, out to the right. And we're going to shoot it down and underneath our bodies. Palm comes up, back of the arm comes to the ground. We should put our weight into that right shoulder there. Head can come to the ground. This left hand is used as a kickstand. Should be stretching out the back of that right shoulder. You're trying to pull that right hip back as far as you can. Stretch it out all the way down the back. Good. Go ahead and start pushing into that left hand. We'll come up, go to that other side. So shoot left arm out. Shoot it under. Back of the arm comes down to the ground. Head and shoulder come down. Good. Start to push into that right hand. We'll come back up. Tabletop position. From here, move your hands out. If they're normally right under the shoulders, move them in just a couple inches. From here, we're going to start to lean forward, stretch out those wrists. And we're going to slowly fall out to the right and start moving our whole body and torso slowly in a clockwise motion. So we think about both your hips and your shoulders, they're ball and socket joints, so loosen them up. I'll do some rotations too, so just nice and slow. You can go as deep back as you want here. Up to you, whatever feels good. Let's do just one more this way. When you get back to neutral on this one, just switch directions. Get one more in here. Awesome. All right. Hands go out. Come into child's pose again. Really stretch those shoulders down. Good. We'll come back up to a tabletop. From here, we're going to shoot that left leg back and straight behind us. Just stretch out the calf muscle. Push into the hands. Push all the way down the back side of the body. Start to bend that knee. Feel a little different stretch. And lower that down. Switch to the right side. Leg shoots back. You can bend the knee if you want a little different stretch. Good. Lower that knee down. Tuck both the toes now. Start to shine the elbows forward. So rotate, front of the elbow comes forward. We're going to start to lift those knees up off the ground. Just hover a couple inches off the ground. Hold here for a second. Go ahead and send the hips up and back. Come to a down dog, arms extend overhead, gaze goes between the thighs. Should be even weight distribution between the feet and the hands. Good. So now bending the knees plenty, you're going to slowly walk the feet up to the hands. Use this as a stretch too. Come into a forward fold. Knees are bent plenty. We'll just cross arms at the elbows, let gravity pull us down. You can tuck the head, weight and slowly start to go forward into the toes. Good, start to bend those knees, push into the feet, raise all the way up. Awesome. All right. The shoulders loosened up, then raise both hands up overhead. You're going to come down, bend the elbows, shine the chest up. Elbows come to the side, round out the back a little bit. Push back up, down. Almost like you're doing a shoulder press. Really stretching, trying to squeeze those elbows down the backside. Do just 2 more. Good. From there, I'm going to come down to that same position, bring the hands to the shoulders. We're just going to start rotating elbows moving forward. And switch directions, rotate backwards. Good. Go ahead and release that. From here, this is a normal stretch. You've probably done before. Take that right arm across your chest, just grab it with the left. Hold here, you're really pulling on the back side of that shoulder. Here, if you want to start to rotate left, give it a slight twist in. Hips are staying square. Don't turn like this. Try to keep left hip pointing forward. Good, go ahead and release that. Switch the arms. Left arm comes across the chest, grab it with the right. Start to pull on that arm. Start to twist to the right. Good, go ahead and release that. Come to the center. Come to the front of our mats. And raise all the way up. Come down to a forward fold. Hang out here for a second. Maybe grab the backs of the legs. Try to stretch out the hamstrings more. Go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to come down to a squat. Just sit down on the knees here, like gravity. Smash the legs and stretch them. Maybe go ahead and plant those hands. We're going to step back into a plank. Hold the plank here. Go ahead and push all the way back to a down dog. From here, we'll shoot that right leg up into the air. And bring it up through to the hands. Back leg stays straight. Come up for a quick high lunge. Find balance, find grounding. Once you feel stable, get out of it and come on down. Step back to a plank again. We'll lower all the way down. Push up to an up dog. Nothing too hard here. Don't crank or compromise the lower back. We'll tuck those toes. Push back into a down dog. Send that left leg up high. Bring it up through to the hands. Back leg stays straight. Come up, find strong grounding. Good foundation. Once you find that, we'll hold for just a second. Come down, plant the hands. So foot back, we'll lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Down here, we'll interlace hands behind the back. Palms come together. We're going to roll our backs up on an inhale. Pull the hands back to the feet. Shine the chest up and forward. Good. Lower down. We'll do one more of those. Take a breath here. All right, next inhale. Bring the palms together and roll the backs up again. Good. Exhale, go ahead and lower down. Turn the head to one side. Take a couple breaths. All right, next inhale, bring the hands back around, push up into a plank, fall back to a down dog. Here, we're going to shoot that right leg high. We're going to bring it through. We're going to come to pigeon. So right knee comes to right wrist, but then the right ankle comes to left wrist. You turn, back toes untucked. Sit up tall here. Your first goal is to try to get your right hip all the way down to the ground. Once you've done that, you can start to lean forward over the knee. We're gonna hold this one a little longer than our other poses. Really loosen up the hip. So you just slowly, if you're trying to get that hip to the ground, just let gravity pull you down. Keep breathing into the hip. We got about 30 seconds left. All right, start to push into those hands if you're down. We'll start to step that back leg up. We'll come back to a tabletop, however you can get there. From here, we're going to tuck those toes, come back to our down dog, go through to the other side. So bring that left leg up and high. Bring it through, right knee comes to left wrist, left knee comes to left wrist. Drop that foot down, untuck the toes. Just breathe deep. Keep trying to work with this stretch. It'll feel nice when we stop. That's why we do yoga. It feels good when you're done. Just about 15 seconds left here. All right, start to push into those hands. We'll come up, come back to that tabletop. However you need to get there. Good. All right, go ahead and push into those hands, tuck the toes, we'll push into a down dog. And walk the feet up to the hands again. Do a quick forward fold. We'll raise all the way up. All right, let's get our brains and our focus working for the day. We're gonna do a little balance here. So hands come to prayer. We're gonna start to move over to that right foot. That left foot just comes up. Heel sits on the ankle as a little kickstand. You can stop there. Start to bring that left foot up off the ground. Hold, tree pose. So try to find a spot in the room, something on the floor to keep your gaze locked on. Help with your balance, focus in. Start to get your brain working for the day. Good. All right, bring that left foot down. Pull out the right foot. Switch over to that left side now. Start to move your weight over. Right foot will come over as a kickstand. You can stay there. Start to move that foot up. All right, slowly lower that down. Pull up the foot. We're gonna come down to our butts. Almost wrapped up here. All right, let's go ahead and send that right leg long. That left leg's gonna go straight. You can go ahead and grab it with the leg, or Grab behind the knee. Start to stretch the hamstring up towards you. You can stay there if you want, or whenever you're ready, start to roll that left leg over to the right. Right hand comes on top of the left knee. Left hand over here shoots way up and high. Feel a nice twist through the lower back, through the hip. Good. Use that right hand to help the left knee back over. Just switch legs here to the other side. Right leg comes straight. Stretch out the hamstring. Whenever you're ready, you can send that right leg over the left. Left hand comes on top of the right knee. Right arm shoots up and high. All right, use that left hand to help the knee over. Come back. From here, we're just going to lay back into our Shavasana. Coming up towards the end of our practice, we're just going to relax, eyes closed, palms face up, feet fall out to the side. Again, just focus in on your mind. How does it feel today? How does your body feel? What can you do to get ready for the rest of your day? What can you remind yourself about? Try to not focus on what the to-do lists are later for the day, but rather just what your attitude is going to be for the rest of today. Just breathe deep. Let's relax. About 2.5 minutes here. Okay, start to put a little movement in your toes and your hands. Bring the arms up overhead, stretch the legs long, stretch the whole body. One final stretch. Release. We'll roll to one side. Come up to seated. All right. It's about 7:30 here in the Central Time Zone. Thank you guys so much for doing some morning yoga with me today. I hope we can keep doing these more. I really hope it helped. I really hope that kind of opened your mind to what to do in the morning for some morning yoga. Probably do a series here in the next couple of months of only morning yoga, wake yourself up. But with that, I'm going to have some coffee and get this day going. Thank you guys so much for being here. Ready, Yogi? Namaste. God bless. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, man. People, we got two people waking up this morning. I love it. Thank you guys. Leave me a comment, subscribe, like.